And welcome back. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS in New York, and right here, Channel 67 is open. Hey, you know, on March 21st, No Longer Empty, that's the name of it, No Longer Empty will hold their 2017 benefit with the theme of Building Dialogue. Joining us with a preview, we have Executive Director Carol Stakinas. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm
Yes.
honored to be here.
Yes, so it's always a pleasure to see you, and I'm sure you'll be back with more information for us.
Absolutely.
Tell us about what this is all about, No Longer Empty.
Well, as the name connotes, one of the things that happened in 2009 was with the economic collapse, the people that founded the organization recognized how important it was to really see our streets and our spaces reflect the vitality of the communities in which we live. And so we started doing art and education in empty spaces, thus No Longer Empty.
So you have these spaces that you're doing things in. You have something coming up in one of them or a few of them?
We have a number of things coming up, but why I'm here today is to share the news about Building Dialogue at the Andrew Friedman Home.
Oh, tell us about it. That's over off the Grand Concourse.
You got it,
Yes.
at 1125 Grand Concourse, and it's a place that's really special to our hearts because back in 2012, we did an exhibition called This Side of Paradise, which was the thing that opened up the Andrew Friedman Home back to the public. It had been closed for 30 years. And so now it's open and a thriving arts and culture space that hosts artists and incubates new businesses and puts on amazing exhibitions. So tomorrow night, we're going to be having our annual benefit to be able to raise support so that No Longer Empty can continue to work in other spaces while also celebrating what's so fabulous about the Andrew Friedman Home.
No Longer Empty.
You got it.
Half full.
On the way to full.
There you go. There you go. No
Excellent.
Longer Empty. So what's expected when we get down there?
Well, it's going to be a lovely party, so we're inviting people to come in, and there's this wonderful space called the Princess Ballroom, and we'll have a beautiful art exhibition and silent auction. There's an artist, Jen Dalton, who is creating a conversation starter piece called Ask Me About. We're going to have dinner. Our mistress of ceremonies is Jocelyn M. Good, who's super terrific, and she's going to be leading us after dinner in something called a reverse auction paddle raise, and that's going to raise support for our education programs, which is a really important part of what we do to really empower youth to share their creativity and leadership within their own communities.
Tell us about those education programs. Do you go around to different schools and you have a certain school that you adopt?
Well, because we work site to site, and again, we did this in the Bronx, we're going to be doing this in other parts of the city. We actually find our empty space, and then we do after-school programs called Y Lab, inviting young people to become curators, and they invite other youth to make work. And then we also have something called Y Dot, which are what we call the docents or guides. And so we all research together, and they create these amazing projects, and then they invite the community in to see it.
What do you want the people or the public to know about what you're doing?
Well, I have to admit, I was so inspired when I heard the earlier guests, because so much of what they are doing and what we, I believe, can do together is centered around youth and our future, and really putting them in the driver's seat, so to speak. And so that's one of the reasons why I think No Longer Empty is so special. I love working with artists. I love working with youth that can really build our future for our cities through art.
Yeah, I guess you could talk to our producer, Helen, right after this, and maybe
Right
we can
on.
collaborate, and maybe everybody can get on the same page, get cards.
I would love that.
Some of our guests are still here, and you can
I would
do
love
some things
that.
together.
I would love that, because it's about what is there and shining a spotlight on it that's so important to us. So,
What do you hope to see as far as with your organization in the future? What are the goals?
well, again, I think we're living in a time that is not the same as what was happening in 2009, except I think it is a time where solidarity and speaking our truths and also really seeking equity and agency is really important. The team at No Longer Empty believes that creativity and art is, I think, a really important way to bring community together and to really help inspire courage, because we know what is needed. We know what is fair.
Yeah.
And we know what can be possible if we work together. So that's what we want to focus on.
That's the ultimate word right there for now. I mean, you
Right
know,
on.
I always say that people need to come together, moving together in the same direction for a common cause. You
Yeah.
know, don't worry about competition. I mean,
That's right.
you got community-based organizations, you have nonprofits, and now more so than ever before, we need to come together and move together.
It's true, and I think the word move, the fact that we've already talked about dance today, we communicate and speak through all different ways, through our words, gathering around a table, that's a certain kind of conversation and dialogue.
Yes.
But we also do it through the art that we make, through the songs that we sing, through the ways that we dance and celebrate together. And so that's one of the focuses of Building Dialogue tomorrow night, is to really celebrate the full range of how we communicate and invest in connecting and understanding.
A special word, eye contact with my friend here,
Hello.
camera number one.
Hello, camera number one.
Tell us what you want the public to know.
Well, I guess the first thing is we'd love to invite you to check out what we do on our website, www.nolongerempty.org. If you're interested in joining us tomorrow night, go ahead and ping me, because we really are full. But if there's somebody in the Bronx that wants to come, we want you there. So email me, carol@nolongerempty.org.
I like that. No longer empty. Give her a big round of applause, everybody. Carol Stakinas, Executive Director.
Thank you.
No longer empty.
Thank you so
The
much.
glass is half full.
And filling up.
There you go. Thank you. We have to take a quick break, but we'll be right back with more next.
Thank you.